Local football action, and Gor Mahia opened a 10-point gap at the helm of the FKF Premier League after getting a 4-0 win against Posta Rangers yesterday in Machakos.
One thing I can correct you, in football we don't say sorry. We play football. After 90 minutes, you go, if you have some correction to make during training session, you go and make that. But the most important thing, it's just an issue of I asking myself some hard questions. Yeah? Now, who was the last man who was the first person to touch that ball? So that it can be called a red card. Then the other issue is, was my goalkeeper really the last man? So I have a lot of questions that I'm asking myself.
You know, we're very pleased with it naturally. Great performance from the guys. Look, everyone was extremely disappointed last week to go out of the cup, but we left basically all of this starting lineup here in Nairobi because we knew they needed a bit of a rest, and we knew that if they got that rest and got that reset, that we'd be able to take off again in these final 12 games. And this week in training and today in the performance, like, look, obviously the red card changed the game, but even before then, we could have been 2 or 3 goals ahead. You know, if we're honest about it, we had 2 or 3 chances we didn't take before the red card. And then we also managed the game extremely well after that because, look, Posta only 3 weeks ago, I think, played with 10 men for 85 minutes against Police, and the game finished 0-0. So they know how to play with 10 men. And look, I think if we've got to be honest about it, I don't want to be cruel to anybody, but it could have been 8 or 9. You know, it really could. If you think of the chances that we didn't score and some of the saves that they made, it could have been 8 or 9. So we're happy with 4, but yeah, I think the reset this week has been good, and now it's just about pushing on and picking up as many points as possible.
So let's quickly run through results from matches that were played yesterday in the Football Kenya Federation Premier League. FC Talanta settled for a 1-all draw against Kakamega Homeboys. The match that we've just highlighted, Gor Mahia in action against Posta Rangers, and it was a 4-0 win for Kogalo. Bidco United settled for a 1-all draw against Sofapaka. Moroni Youth losing to Tusker. 2-1 was the final score, and it was goalless in Nairobi City Stars clash against Kariobangi Sharks. Now, today we have 3 fixtures on the cards. KCB will be taking on Muranga Seal. Shabana will be at Machakos taking on Bandari, and FC Leopards will be in action against Nzoia Sugar. Very, very interesting fixtures that we have on the cards right there. Now, before we get into the conversation that we're having this afternoon, which is all about FC Leopards at 60, I want us to briefly take a look at what happened yesterday in National Super League, where we had Naivas in action. Let's take a look.